Hi, I'm Alan Rosenberg, president of Screen Actors Guild. I wanted to take a minute to bring you up to date on the latest developments as we continue to seek a fair, reasonable deal with the studios and networks. On December 1st, we finally heard from 8 CEOs whose pay, bonus, and perk packages probably exceed the amount of money it would cost to achieve the labor peace our industry so badly wants. Unfortunately, it wasn't at the bargaining table, or even in a phone call to your union representatives, but in a 6-figure, full-page ad in the Los Angeles Times. How can we get a deal when the CEOs insist on hiding behind a newspaper ad rather than engage us in constructive dialogue? We also were shocked and troubled to hear claims that the AMPTP companies are not even honoring the terms of their recently completed deal with the WGA, and yet they ask us to trust them as we move forward together into the new media space. We continue to bargain for the kind of comprehensive new media deal you deserve, in which the AMPTP is yet to put on the table. Instead, the AMPTP hopes to use the economic uncertainty of 2008 to scare you into making a deal you will regret in 2010 and beyond. Unfortunately, we made that mistake once before. Years ago, in the spirit of cooperation, we cut the studios and networks slack when it came to a new technology called home video that, like new media today, was a fledgling business. Our clear understanding then was that if this market took off, as we all hoped it would, we would get our fair share of the profits. But even after billions and billions of dollars in sales of video cassettes and DVDs, the studios held us to the antiquated formula we originally gave them because we wanted to help them grow their business. So today, when you hear the AMPTP asking you to accept their deal on blind faith and that we can revisit it later, do you trust them? We're willing to help the AMPTP with their experiment in new media, but only if we experiment as partners and not as guinea pigs. Let's clear up an AMPTP myth that SAG insists on a much better deal than the other guilds. First, the offer we have on the table from the AMPTP is simply unacceptable. Right now, when I act in an episode of television, I can make up to $3,300 the first time that show replays on network. In the near future, when our employers decide to bypass that network rerun and replay it on the internet, under the existing deals, I'll be paid $23 for a 7-month run. Also, in the near future, when ABC creates content for ABC.com, for example, and reruns it on ABC.com, our employers will never have to pay a penny in residuals from now until the end of time. How are we to survive? The AMPTP companies also wish to do as much of this internet production non-union as possible. This will jeopardize union acting jobs nationwide. We had a meeting last week with actors from wonderful old television shows like Leave It to Beaver, Petticoat Junction, The Beverly Hillbillies, and Star Trek. Under existing agreements, these actors who perform in shows that were shot pre-1974 will not participate at all as their work is displayed to millions of people worldwide on sites like Hulu. The new media deal we want is different, not better than what the other guilds negotiated. In fact, what we want is exactly what the other unions got: the chance to negotiate an agreement that addresses the unique needs of our members. Finally, a word about the economy. We are sensitive to the needs and concerns of everybody who works in this industry, who lives in this town and in this country during this financial crisis. However, it is our responsibility as Screen Actors Guild members and officers to make absolutely sure that actors aren't sacrificing disproportionately while our employers set themselves up to make enormous profits in this new media space. The internet should provide a world of opportunity for our members. Instead, our employers are trying to use it as a weapon to fundamentally change the way we are compensated in ways that will make it impossible for the vast majority of us to survive in the future. We are asking you to authorize your national board to call a strike only if it becomes absolutely necessary. We view it as a last resort option, but one that is critical if we are to get the AMPTP to finally take these negotiations seriously. We are sensitive to today's uncertain economy, far more so than 8 CEOs who rake in multi-million-dollar paydays. We intend to avoid a strike at all costs. And if the media CEOs are sincere about not wanting one as well, they will end their games and work with us on a deal we can all live with. Thank you for your time.